Hello, everyone! Which I think is nobody. One second. I got distracted for a second and then realized we'd hit 6:30. Um, that's fine. That's fine, because we're not... There won't be any interruptions. I've already made dinner tonight. I've already eaten, which is a bit early, but... I mean, some streams we end at 10, so that's, 4 hours. Not bad. Is there anyone here? Yeah. Well, sure someone will be here eventually, if no one is. But yeah, so I lost my train of thought there. Sorry, I just ate something. What I made for dinner had more heat than I thought, so my throat's being a little bit of a pest today. I said last stream I was gonna get lodgings for RPGs, but like a strepsil or something, but I forgot. But I do have a full cup of, like a half full cup of water. Yeah, I just spent the last 10 minutes of listening to game soundtracks and going over my Discord and my Twitter before we started. Because I've done what prep I can do for the game as far as I'm concerned. So yeah. This is exciting. We're gonna play Dragon Age Origins, which holds a special place for me, specifically. Because of, sorry, my brain's a bit mushy today. Right, Dragon Age Origins holds a place in my heart because it's a good RPG, frankly, and it's one that I could still play today. I still know things about in this game that I will be able to use. Like, I know some outcomes still, because I have invested so much into these characters. And honestly, sometimes I still play, pardon me, I still play Inquisition. Because while Origins is alright, I can't keep playing through it because Inquisition's got a crafting system that I love. Honestly. And there's a bit of that in this game, frankly. And then 2 is a hodgepodge of weirdness, if I'm being 100% honest. So, there's that. To start up the game here while we chat away. Well, while I chat away. I'm also gonna just do a mild last minute adjustment to my... This should help with my voice getting far away when I check chat while in game. Okay, and we'll set to video game. And it's hot again. So yeah, here we are. Dragon Age Origins. Right, I just to test to make sure the game was all functional, I ran the what do they call it? The Darkspawn Chronicles, which we will not be playing because I don't know how to play a warrior. And also a lot of my memory is gone for this game. I forgot this game was more tactical and setting up auto commands than I remember. Yeah, we'll play through the original, we'll go through Awakening, we'll go through the Golems of Amgarak, and then we'll finish with Witch Hunter. Witch Hunt. And that will be how we'll play. So, Dragon Age Origins. I'm just going to... Cool. Sorry, I was just checking the audio. Because I've got On my laptop, I've got the stream running through the Twitch's usual stream manager, so I can actually hear the stream if I turn on the volume. And so,
the chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it.
Yep.
They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn.
Sorry if the chat box is messing with anything, but I like to have it up.
On the lands, unstoppable and relentless.
I'll move it afterwards.
The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation.
It's hard to sometimes think, like, there are obvious parts of it, it's kind of hard to think that this was done this game was made a while back. And thus the Darkspawn.
The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed.
Ooh. Sorry. It's still... This is still cool. God, I haven't played this game in like 4 years? 5 years now? Also, this game's gonna be so smooth.
It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now.
Duncan!
Our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
I also like to point out, in a previous stream I said I might mod this to make it more aesthetically pleasing. I ended up, for the most part, there are, I think, 2-3 instances I decided. For the most, and a few, but mostly things that apply to my own character. For the most part, this game is no different than how it normally is. So yes, for those of you who have never played Dragon Age Origins, and Inquisition too, first up, what are you on about? I kid. This game was really cool because on top of, you know, your gender, they actually, and your race, each race actually has unique origins, that some of which are only available to them. So dwarves can't use magic in this universe. For anyone who's never played or seen anything in Dragon Age, which is, you've chosen a very weird place to start, a very weird place and a very weird person to start with. So they get only warriors. They can only be a warrior or a rogue, and your class is set. And you can be a noble or a commoner. Elves get to be all, and for the warrior ones, you can be a city elf, or you can be the Dalish. And then mages are in the circle of magi, which I won't touch upon the specifics of an origin because you still sort of cross into them. Humans have the same origin point, but human rogues and warriors always become nobles. Humans have the least amount of choice, frankly, because their origin is always chosen by their class. Me, I'm an elf through and through. I stand by elves, and I stand by the rogue class and the Dalish. Dalish elf, proud of your role as one of the few true elves. You've always assumed you would spend your life with your tribe, until a chance encounter with a relic of your people's past threatens to tear you away from everything you've ever known.
Greetings.
So, yeah, your character has a set last name, which mostly plays into their origin. The rest of the game, you'll have a title, obviously. So, there's that. Goodness, I'm sorry, I'm having such memories. Also, I'm terrible at character creators. Where's my personal favorite back? They changed a lot of these tattoos for elves down the line because they actually gave them full meaning and everything. There's my personal favorite. I think this design specifically survived in some way or manner. It's the only one I like of the designs available this early on. Yeah, light blue, full intensity. Dalish elves also are one of the races that requires a tattoo. In this case, the face painting. That's weird. I have mods for hair on. Oh goodness, what's happened? Oop. I should have probably ran the character creator before stream. You know what? There are mods for you to be able to change your looks mid-game. So we'll design a basic look now, and we'll fix it up later. So... yeah, I like this. This works. And I like white hair. Makes the character stand out, in my personal opinion. Ooh, it looks like the eye mod kicked in now. Look at that. Pretty sure those aren't default eyes. Nose. I mostly just go with pre-gen shapes, because I make abominations when I get in too long. Because I'm not patient enough to sit here and edit everything so the character looks perfectly how I want them to. Nor do I have an idea of what I would want such a character to look like. Did I edit the chin? No. Chin depth. Give me a bit of a more pronounced chin. Back in this game, because in future games, elves have a completely different face map to humans. They've got this more flatter face. But back here, it was just elves essentially just had slightly modified human. Down the thickness of it. Yeah, I never got why we have an expression.
I have lost the spell. I should do something else. How do you do? Oops! Where is my head?
Greetings.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Greetings. I lost a spell. Greetings. Oh, my spell.
Oh, you're a low foe. I actually choose Violent. Even though I don't play my character Violent, I like playing Violent because it has the greatest line in the game, which is, "Hey look, a future corpse!" Bring the eyes in a bit. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, I wish my mudded hair kicked in though. You know what, you know what, screw it. We will go to standby for a few minutes. I'm gonna figure this out, alright? So I'll be back in a moment.
Greetings.
We're back. I made a minor mistake. Hopefully it won't take long for the game to pick up that where the OBS to pick up that the game's running. There we go. So yeah, I had to do some back-end fiddling, but now the mod More Hairstyles is available. Unfortunately, modding also wasn't great back then. At the very least, the character models were kind of weird. Also, what was with everything being created in low light situations? You know what, I'm gonna go with this. You know what, we'll go with a dark brown. Leave that as normal. Alright, let's do this. Smaller size. Slightly closer together to make up for it. Height about normal. Piercing green. Smallish nose. Smallish lips. A bit wider. I don't mess around with the cheekbones because that's where I usually mess up. Chin depth would be that. I don't want to be too pronounced with the chin. Whoop. And jaw width. Yeah, the hair's not gonna look super great, but it's unique is probably the best way I can put it. It's unique for the game. For portrait, I like a bit more of a down. I'll leave it as is with the expression. We'll go with that. And violet. Before I forget. There we go. Alright. On to attributes. I mean, this game pretty much is kind of D&D-ish at this point. The race we chose, the class we chose, and I think even our origin gives us a few stats here and there to basically say your character's got his unique circumstance. So strength, dexterity, willpower, magic, cunning, and constitution. So yeah, there's the... I guess we'll start with strength. I'm gonna shove a few in strength. Yeah, we can't remove anything. I want to shove 200 strength just because I'm going... Despite the fact that the game has given me a bow because I'm going the Dalish route, by the end of the game, I should be a dual-wielding dual sword-wielding rogue, if I play my cards right. Dexterity and cunning. Here we go. By default, I have poison making and survival. And I can grab one more, and it's going to be coercion. I like any option that gives me more dialogue choices, because I am a firm believer in that you should try to talk your way out of a situation for the most part. Talent. For talent, I can't grab anything in these because I need combat training on this end, and I'm not doing that for my beginning. I want coercion before anything else. We'll do stealth, and we'll do deft hands, because then I can unlock stuff and I can sneak around. We're just gonna do normal because I don't remember how to play this game properly. This game was in production for 6 years. 3 of those years were made to make the world.
The Dalish elves, noble wanderers who refused to join the society of humans that subjugated their homeland so long ago. The Dalish travel the land in tightly knit clans, struggling to maintain their half-forgotten law in a human world that fears and despises them. You spend your time hunting with your clanmate Tamlin in the forests, and as is sometimes the case, your quarry is not always the local wildlife.
Yeah. You can tell when the cutscene ends.
And you three are somewhere you shouldn't be.
Let us pass, Elf. You have no right to stop us.
No? We will see about that, won't we?
You can tell what character isn't going to be used more than once.
I found these humans lurking in the bushes. Bandits, no doubt.
We aren't bandits, I swear. Please don't hurt us.
You Shemlin are pathetic. It's hard to believe you ever drove us from our homeland.
We've never done nothing to you, Dalish. We didn't even know this forest was yours.
This forest isn't ours, fool. You've stumbled too close to our camp. You Shems are like vermin. We can't trust you not to make mischief. What do you say, Lethalon? What should we do with him?
Let's find out what the hell they were here for.
Hunting or banditry, we'll need to move camp if we let them live.
Look, we didn't come here to be trouble. We just found a cave.
Yes, a cave. With ruins like I've never seen. We thought there might be,
treasure? So you're more akin to thieves than actual bandits.
Oof. If you've been there, you should have treasure to prove it.
I have proof. Here, we found this just inside the entrance.
This stone has carvings. Is this Elvish? Written Elvish?
There's more in the ruins. We didn't get very far in, though.
How do you know that,
I've
Tamlin?
seen something similar on the Keeper's scrolls. And this is all you found? Why didn't you look for more?
There was a demon. It was huge with black eyes. Thank the Maker we were able to outrun it.
A demon. Where is this cave?
Just off the west, I think. There's a cave in the rock face and a huge hole just inside.
Well, do you trust them? Shall we let them go?
You frightened
Come
him.
on then, Shems. And don't come back until we Dalish have moved on.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you.
That's gonna bite me in the
Well,
ass.
Shall we see if there's any truth to this story? These carvings make me curious.
Shouldn't we inform the
You
keeper?
might be interested in these carvings, but let's see if there's anything more before we get excited. Besides, we're already here. Now, they said it was to the west. Come on already, let's look for this cave. They said it was to the west.
And, yep, I know it. Oh, so I haven't played this game in ages, but I have pretty much completed this game. So I've got items from completing achievements in the DLCs, and then on top of it, anything that's anything else that is DLC. Like some of these items are just DLC. Blood magic. I'll wear that. Dalish promise reduces hostility. I could use that. Home of the D. Wait. I forget. This game keeps helms on. Blight blood. Hopefully we'll have strength for that. Pearl of the Anointed. +1 to all your stats. That's good too, though. 6 extra cunning. But we'll go with what we've got. So what do we got left? Only a ring. You know what? We'll throw the lucky stone on. Oh, actually, in the cinch of knowing. What do we have in weapons? Nothing I can wield. Yep. And Tamlin's been added. I'm not giving you anything, Tamlin, because you're only going to be around for now. Controlling body members, exploration, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Tab shows everything I can interact with. And this game has no auto run because it's all kind of level based, I guess? In all seriousness, it's closer to playing levels against levels. Oh, there it is. It's like, I can't see walls. Oh, we do have daggers. Thank you. I need daggers. I do close range combat. Oh. I just realized. Let me. Nope, we're not lifting that. Ignore that. Codex about Halas. Open a chest. It's a tree stump. But the Bristolian forest. Elf fruit. You can tell I've played for this intro a few times now. Even years later, I kinda still remember the way of this.
I don't recall seeing this before, do you?
No, and I don't think we should go alone.
There's nobody else here, and I'm not running back for help unless there's something worth making a fuss over. Come on, let's at least see what's there. How dangerous could it be?
You found a cave that you don't know it was there before. That's a bad idea. I'm just gonna turn a light on because I know what's coming and I'm gonna be very upset soon. By which I mean spiders. I mentioned this at the end of the Trails in Cold Steel when I announced this game. I'm arachnophobic, so my biggest hatred in this game is spiders. And there are spiders. I don't know why I'm tired. We only just began. Maybe it's because I find this game comfortable.
It looks like the Shem was telling the truth. But these ruins look more human than elven.
Yep. Oh, runes. Can I apply runes at this time? I don't think I can. I think you gotta see someone to apply runes. Ah! I'm getting my volume down because that fucking noise jump scares me. Also, sorry I swore, but spiders deserve it.
You're gonna regret this.
I'm really tempted not to play the second game purely because it does not have a really good tactical camera. Once again, I hate this. I hate this so much right now. Because that's all that's in this dungeon, if I remember. It's just spiders. We'll go around this way, and I'm sure I'll bump into more. I'm gonna be paranoid for the rest of tonight.
Now is better than later.
About a spider being nearby.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
It's great. Dirty fighting. Gamlin. Please fight that one.
You'll get no mercy from me! I'll get on it.
Oh crap. Idiot, idiot, idiot. I forgot to disable it. I could have gotten some extra XP out of that, but... You know what? I'm an idiot, so... That. It is what it is.
I'll get
Oh,
on it.
can I unlock this? Insufficient skill. Alright. I see how you're going to be today, game.
I see a trap.
Yep, trap disarmed. 5 extra XP.
I see a trap.
Yep, I know it. Here they come.
Let's see what you're made of!
Come on!
The ladder so you can get off my back? Hey, run while you still can! This'll be fun!
Finally.
Now is better than later.
Anything in this cocoon? You might as well collect everything you can, because then you can sell it later.
I see a trap.
Trap disarmed. The one
Can I
good
get
thing
you a
is we
ladder
can probably
so you
do
can
each
get off my
area
back?
like a stream or two for each area we go to, so we can pump a few streams out but make some decent progress. Darkspawn?
I can't believe this. You recognize this statue, don't you?
It looks vaguely
Back
familiar.
when our people lived in Arlathan, statues like these honored the creators. When the Shems enslaved us, much of that lore was lost. This looks like human architecture, with the statue of our people. Can these ruins date back to the time of Arlathan?
I know we're near a... wait. much. Perhaps there isn't
Yes.
much here.
Time and decay take their toll. Still, there's bound to be something of value.
It's weird because Inquisition has revealed so much about Elven lore, and I replayed Inquisition about what, a month or 3 ago.
I'll get on it.
It's, yeah. You learn a lot whether or not you're a Dalish, so. God damn it. Run, run, run.
Prepare to die.
I wouldn't have fallen for that had I been smart. I am not smart. Dirty guy. Yeah, dirty fighting.
Breaking a sweat already? How about you? You'll get no mercy from me!
All right. Those walking corpses? This place is haunted.
Save. It's a bore. Whoop. Yep, ranked.
You're gonna regret this!
Don't know what hit them.
This'll be fun! On your guard, Rich! Push them back!
And he's gone down. And Temlin gets the stylish kill.
By the creators. What was that thing?
Temlin, give me a second. I need to level up. Cunning. Early game for me, cunning. We need to be able to, pretty much talk our way. I want early on to be able to talk my way out of pretty much anything. And that requires cunning. We need 16 cunning by the time to master our way out. Okay. I'm gonna hold on to that skill point until I get combat training.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the writing says.
Stand back, we can't be sure it's safe.
Sat here for who knows how many centuries? What could be so dangerous? Don't worry, I won't break it. I wonder what this writing is for. Maybe this isn't... Hey, did you see that? I think something moved inside the mirror.
Get away from it, Tamlin.
Hold on, I just want to know what it is. Don't you see it? There it is again.
And you shouldn't.
Can you feel that? I think it
You
knows
live in
we're
a
here.
world of magic and giant spiders.
Closer look. It's showing me places. I can see some kind of city. Underground. And there's a great blackness. It saw me. Help! I can't look away!
Oh, Tamlin. Poor Tamlin.
Can you hear me? I am very sorry.
Duncan! Well, here we go. Back at the Dalish camp.
You're awake. You've the god's own luck, Lethaline.
Yes, and we have the same voice actor.
Everyone is worried sick about you. How do you feel?
How did I get here?
Hashem brought you back 2 days ago. You don't remember him?
I've been here 2 days?
He was a Grey Warden and appeared out of nowhere with you slung over his shoulder. You were delirious with fever, He said that he found you outside a cave in the forest, unconscious and alone. He left you here and ran off again. The Keeper's been using the old magic to heal you.
Is anyone looking for Tamlin?
Of course. Most of the hunters are off looking for him right now. But the Keeper wanted to talk to you as soon as you awoke. Stay here. I'll get her.
Okay.
I see you are awake, Dalan. It is fortunate Duncan found you when he did. I know not what dark power held you, but it nearly bled the life from you. It was difficult even for my magic to keep you alive.
I kept telling Tamlin we should have come back.
Do not worry, Dalan. Even I might have been intrigued enough by such a cave to explore it further. Duncan thought there may have been darkspawn creatures inside the cave. Is that true?
I'm not sure. What does Darkspawn look like?
Like a man, but dark and tainted with evil. Perhaps you fought one in the cave and it wounded you.
No, it was a mirror.
A mirror. And it caused all this? I have never heard of such a thing in all the lore we have collected. I was hoping for answers when you woke, but there are only more questions. And Tamlin remains missing. He is more important than any lore in these ruins. If he is as sick as you were, his condition is grave. Duncan returned to the cave to search for Darkspawn, but we cannot rely on him to look for Tamlin as well. We must go ourselves, and quickly. Do you feel well enough to show us the way, Dalan? Without you, we will not find it.
I don't know, is my sickness gone?
Your fever broke, and the signs of whatever illness snared you are gone. But truthfully, I don't know if you are free from it or not. I wish I knew more. Still, you seem well enough now. We must watch your condition, but without you we will not find this cave.
Tamlin may already be dead.
Yes, he may very well be. We can only search and pray, Dalan. You are his last remaining hope.
I'm ready to
I am
go.
relieved to hear it. I am ordering the clan to pack the camp so we can go north. Take Merrill with you to the cave. Find Tamlin if you can, but do it swiftly.
The clan's leaving?
If there is any truth to what Duncan said, then Darkspawn may show up in these parts soon. We must get away from that horde. But that is not our only concern. Did you encounter any other humans out in the forest?
3 of them. We drove them off.
Although you hurt no one, these humans roused their nearby village against us.
Fucking
As
assholes.
everywhere, our people are not welcome here. We have stayed too long, and we must move on, quickly.
What do you want me to take Merrill?
Merrill knows a degree of my magic. Tamlin's chances of surviving the journey back are greater with her help. I also wish for Merrill to see this cave and mirror. She has a sense for these things, and could shed light on the nature of this illness.
But doesn't Merrill run the risk?
You recovered, and Merrill will too. Still, be careful. Should you come upon this strange mirror again, do not touch it.
You're not interested in the ruins or the mirror?
I would be lying if I said I was not.
Yeah.
But whatever knowledge lies in that cave is not worth our children. I send you back with hopes of finding Tamlin, and that is all.
Fair enough. Take
Go
Merrill,
quickly,
find
for
Tamlin.
Tamlin's life hangs in the balance.
I have questions about this Grey
When
Warden.
Tamlin's life is at stake? Ah, very well.
I thought the Grey Wardens had disappeared.
Not quite, Dalan. After they defeated the Darkspawn long ago, the Grey Warden's numbers diminished greatly over the centuries. It seems the humans have little use for them if Darkspawn aren't actively raising their lands. I suppose the thought of Darkspawn returning one day did not occur to them.
And they have returned?
Grey Warden thinks so. A war may be in the offing. If so, we must get as far away from it as possible.
Can we not help in this battle?
Let the humans fight their battles, as we must fight our own.
How did he know where to bring me?
He said he'd been looking for our clan, and had a hint of our whereabouts. As I said, you were fortunate. It is possible he sought a volunteer to join their order.
Dalish have joined the Grey Wardens before?
Indeed. The Grey Wardens once consisted of the best from all races. I know of no Dalish joining them since the days of the Darkspawn Wars, however.
What if you asked for one
It
now?
would be a great honor, though I don't know why any Dalish would choose such a life. Regardless, he has not asked.
Are these Wardens great warriors?
They are the best and most noble of all races, Dalen. Few can achieve their standards.
Why did you believe
He
anything?
seemed honorable, and his care for your safety speaks well of him. I trust my judgment.
I have no more
Then
questions
do
about
not
the
tarry.
Warden.
Find Tamlin quickly.
What about these
Remember
Darkspawn?
that Tamlin needs your help.
I know, and he's probably dead because he touched that mirror, and I'm been out for 2 days. So what chance does he have? Didn't the Grey Wardens destroy the Darkspawn?
They destroyed the last horde of Darkspawn to threaten the surface centuries ago. It doesn't mean they extinguished them all.
Do you think this cave was a
Darkspawn are
lair?
savage, uncultured creatures, more akin to locusts than men. They may have befouled the cave, but they did not build what is there. From the Warden's description, it may have been a temple devoted to an old god. Should we return, I may see it for myself.
Why did he think I met a Darkspawn?
Darkspawn are filthy, diseased beasts that taint the very air around them.
Yeah.
The Grey Warden seemed to think your illness came from this taint. Since you did not meet any Darkspawn, I don't see how that could be. No doubt he was mistaken. They are mostly boogeymen, used to frighten human children. In modern times, they are rarely seen on surface lands.
Yeah.
But rumor holds that great numbers dwell in the ancient tunnels of the Draganlan, the dwarves. They obliterate all that is in their path. Like a plague of locusts, they spread disease and misery when they come to the surface. An event to be feared, without doubt.
Yeah. Could that bear-like monster have been a Darkspawn?
The old tomes say Darkspawn come in as many varieties as surface creatures. They also say that many Darkspawn are seen only during what the humans call a blight. Perhaps your bear monster was one of those.
Yeah. Thanks for the exclamation mark lurk, Keg, but I don't have anything that does anything in my chat. I don't have enough experience with anything to make my chat be any interesting than
Then
it
do
is.
not
But
tarry.
thank you for the
Find
lurk.
Tamlin quickly.
Seriously. I need more equipment before I go.
Master Island can help you. Go to him and ask to see his stock.
Goodbye, Keeper. Wow, this again, I haven't played this on my desktop after I built it. This is nuts to me. Still want to hold on to that point.
So you have returned to us, Dalen. We are grateful you are whole and well.
Glad to be here as well, Haren.
So you should be. What were you two thinking, wandering into that cave without first coming to tell the Keeper?
I told Tamlin.
I suppose your youth can be forgiven. Sadly, Tamlin pays the price. Losing you would be a terrible crime, Dalen. You belong to more than just yourself, or do you not remember?
I'm sorry, Haren. I'll try harder next time.
Would you even know the reason behind your efforts? I wonder. Let us tell
Hey, I
these
knew the
children
comeback.
Fall of the Dales. You can honor me by sharing in the telling.
Certainly.
Come then. Help me as I go along.
Yeah.
Children, hear of the fall of the Dales. Hear the tale of what makes you Dalish. Would you care to begin, Dalen?
Long ago, we were
Yes,
slaves.
Slaves to a terrible empire. The humans built on the darkest magic. When it fell, we became free. We built a homeland in the Dales, worshipping the creators, and rebuilding the culture and history we lost in our long years of slavery.
Which was now on what I think is the Dales in Inquisition. The humans wouldn't let us be.
They were resentful, because we would not worship their gods, and because we put our people first. Over the years, their nations grew cold toward the Dales. In their eyes, we were blasphemers and cruel tyrants.
There are crazy answers here, like the great festivals, we're told. Then some kind of war, I forget. Humans declared war on the Dales. It was.
And so the Dales fell.
Oof.
They took our lands and dispersed our people, forcing us to live in their cities and abandon our gods. But many of us refused.
Honestly, I'm surprised that the main character is even literate.
We chose to scatter to the winds, wandering the lands.
We chose wandering the lands rather than be that. We chose wandering the lands rather than the human rule.
To survive and preserve our culture, the clans stay apart until the day the Elvenon have a homeland once more.
And then we will return the old ways to those who have lost them.
We are the Dalish, keepers of the lost lore, walkers of the lonely path.
We are the last of heaven. Never again shall we submit.
Thank you for your forbearance, Dalen. You remember both the tale and the oath of the Dales perfectly. I will let you get back to your tasks.
So it's like I'm always Dalish.
I pray you find Tamlin quickly.
Did elves ever live in caves?
I've never heard of such a thing. But in the days of ancient Arlathan, we lived free and spread far across the continent. We were as varied as the Shemlin, though fewer in number. Perhaps some of us lived in caves then, but all knowledge from that era is lost.
What do you know about Grey
The one
Warden?
who brought you back? Very little. He seemed decent enough as humans go. As for Grey Wardens, they're heroes without a doubt. Members of our own clan joined their ranks in ages past.
I should go.
Of course. May the gods guide your path,
Our
Dalen.
keeper probably has the best on outside knowledge, but you've already covered the history, and I'm personally quite familiar with it. Boots. Daggers, or swords, or whatever. Those boots provide free defense. These provide free defense. No different. To the selling block with it.
Now is better than later.
I'm so used to Inquisition being able to jump that I got caught up.
We feared you would perish.
And then I remember that jump in this game is the pause for the tactical.
Is the Keeper sending you back to that cave to look for Tamlin?
Yes, I'm going with Meryl.
I want to go with you. Keeper Marathari probably won't approve, but I can help find Tamlin.
I'm only supposed to take
Tamlin's
Meryl.
my friend too. I want to help find him. If Meryl can risk it, so can I.
I suppose I can't stop
Good.
you.
I'll follow you, just to make sure Meryl doesn't go running to the Keeper when you tell her I'm coming.
Ah, no, I'm gonna tell her myself.
I see you have not left with Meryl yet. Is there something you need?
I want to bring Fenrir or
Fenrir?
Fenrir.
Are you certain? I'm already putting Meryl at risk. I don't want to lose you too.
I want to help Keeper. If we can find Tamlin, it's worth the risk.
Very well then. You have my permission. And thank you for asking for it.
Yeah, I thought so. She seemed fair enough that she would ask.
Thank the creators. We were sure we'd lose you last night.
There's a lot here.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
I love it. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Now's better than later.
The Dread Wolf, Fen'Haral, the traitor and the trickster. The black sheep, or I guess in this case the black wolf of the Elven pantheon.
Anithara, it's good to see you recovered.
How are the Hala faring, Mayor?
They fare well. The Keeper called for the clan to move on, and they will be ready to take us. One is heavy with calf, but it shouldn't be a problem. May I ask of Tamlin's fate? Some say the clan will leave before we find him.
I won't let that happen.
The Hala mourn our fallen. No sound is more heart-wrenching than their mourning cry. At least they won't be crying over you. They are quite fond of you.
I am a animal lover. The Hala are beautiful creatures.
I admire them for their strength.
They're
and
basically
pride.
elk.
They are equals, not servants like the Shemlin horses. At any rate, I do not envy the Keeper's decision. I'll pray for Tamlin's safe return.
I'll get on it.
What else do we got? Just want to make sure. Oh wait, Master Len. I need new stuff.
I'm glad you recovered. Once we find Tamlin, we can concentrate on the journey northward.
Thank you for the bow, Master Island. It was light and sturdy, much better than the one I made last year.
You are more than welcome. My father made it and used it in battle against the Clane tribes.
I will carry it with honor.
I ask you for a bow as well, Master Island.
One of my own crafting, perhaps?
Yes, thank you. I need every advantage I can get.
It may not have a history, but you'll provide one for it soon enough, yes?
Probably. I'd like to hear the story of your father's battle.
I am proud to tell it. Our clan was one of the first to flee the Dales. When we came to Ferelden, the fiercest of the Shemlin were the barbarians known as the Clane. We didn't wait for them to attack us. Every Dalish clan in Ferelden united to bring the battle to them.
We attacked first.
They were barbarians without honor. They would have slain us without a second thought. The ensuing battle went well for us.
Sorry if you hear noise, I'm adjusting the mic.
Reputation of being the deadliest archers. Our arrows won us the right to wander these woods at will. It was this very bow that my father used that day.
Thank you for the tale, Master Island, and especially the bow. I will honor its history.
Why would you relinquish such a
We are all
relic?
the same clan. His hand is as my hand. I have relinquished nothing. It was my father who first spoke of the Vir Tanadal, the three ways of the hunter. The first is the Vir Asan, the way of the arrow, to reach for our goal unrelenting. The second is the Vir Borasan, the way of the bow, to bend, but not to break. The last is the Vir Adalen, the way of the wood. We are as ancient as the forests, each tree a part of the greater land. All Dalish are united in this. One day, we shall have a homeland again.
Can I see your crafts,
Of course.
Master Island?
Take whatever you need.
I need to unload some of this. I'm not going to use a great sword anytime soon. Dagger. Scout's bow. What do you got? Nothing I don't already have, or could theoretically make.
Got it.
What about the scroll? More lore. Hey guys.
Hello there. I don't think we've met.
It's a lot of Yuri Lowenfeld.
You weren't here when Paul arrived, were you?
I've heard of you. Everyone is talking about you and the other missing hunter. A Grey Warden brought you back here.
You're not Dalish, are you?
That obvious, is it? I just found your camp a couple of days ago. A lucky thing. I heard rumors in a nearby human village that a Dalish camp was close, and I hope to find your hunters in the forest.
You were fortunate I didn't shoot you, Paul. I thought you were a Shem, and a bandit at that. You're not the first city elf to rejoin his people. I'm sure you'll find life among us more satisfying than with the Shems, if no less harsh.
In the alienage, we hear terrible stories about the Dalish. They aren't true, right?
Depends, what's the story? Just be useful.
I'll do my best. I hope we find your missing friend very soon.
There you go. That's the step in the right
training
direction.
Paul. He'll have to learn how to handle that bow quickly.
Pick up some more lore. Alright, I'm gonna take it. I might need gold later on. But I don't need it now, and I don't see any threat of my inventory overspilling at this moment. Alright. Ashley?
Creators, it is so good to see you whole and well. I was so worried.
Anefe Ara, Ashlyn, it's good to see you too.
All that time you were ill, the Keeper didn't know if you were going to live or die. I've been outside the Keeper's tent the whole time. I have never been so relieved as when I heard you would pull through.
Oh, that's nice.
Everyone says Tamlin may be dead.
They may be right.
Awful. He's been a good friend to you since you were fledglings. You must be more careful. Your mother and father, may they rest in peace, would be horrified to see you take such risks.
You've never spoken about my parents so much.
What happened to them is a sad tale, and it's in the past. Reopening old wounds benefits no one.
Don't we Dalish strive to learn our past?
True. Perhaps you're old enough to hear this, though it hardly seems like the right time.
Is there ever a good time?
Very well. If I do not tell you now, you'll only wonder. Your mother was a hunter, one of the finest, and your father was the Keeper before Marathari. He was with us for a very long time. Your mother was from another clan, and her elders did not approve of the match. She and your father had to meet in secret. One day, bandits caught them alone in the forest. Your father was killed, but your mother escaped.
I always thought they died together.
Your mother held to life long enough to give birth to you. But grief racked her heart. One night she simply walked into the moonlight and never returned.
Oof. She abandoned me?
She just couldn't carry on without your father. The clan decided not to discuss this around you, lest it poison your heart with sadness.
Kinda makes sense. They don't want me to grow up to be vengeful. I can't believe I've never heard this tale till now.
To live with much sorrow. It seemed only right that we not dwell on it. Your mother did leave you a gift. Something of your father's for you to have once you were older. Perhaps the time has come.
Okay, where is it?
This key. You'll see some chests behind the storage Aravel by the Halapen. One of them was your mother's. Its contents are yours if you wish.
Well, the clan shield, I'm not taking. There's so many shields. I'm not big with shields. This one? This one. Heirloom necklace. I'm gonna hold on to it either way because it's sentimental. Something that could only belong to a Dalish character. Throughout the rest of the game, you can't get this item.
Have you fully recovered?
Why do
I
we
heard
have
the
to
Keeper
leave
was
again?
confounded.
We're always
That she had
going
never seen
somewhere.
anything.
The Keeper told me I'm to accompany you back to those caves. As her apprentice, I may see something
Ah,
you
this
missed.
is weird.
But our main objective is to find Tamlin, of course. We must make haste. He may not have much time.
I'm gonna point this out here. Meryl becomes an important character in Dragon Age 2, but at that point they had recast her, redesigned her, and I think most of the characters in the in this particular camp, because they all reappear in Dragon Age 2. And they went with more of a Welsh accent, and it is crazy.
That depends on the Keeper. I thought we're supposed to go alone.
The Keeper's fine with it.
That's good enough for me. Now, are we ready?
You're not worried about getting sick?
A little, but the Keeper cured you. How dangerous could it be?
Very.
Even if I get sick, finding Tamlin or something valuable will be worth it.
How much did the Keeper tell you?
Enough to pique my interest and my concern. You can explain the rest on the way.
Let's go.
And let us make haste while daylight lasts.
I also have to say every option because now I've just realized that chat blocks my... You know what? I got an idea. Ah, no, that's oof. Put it about here. Should give you guys a good view of the game going forward. Switch weapons to bow.
Got it.
It's a good day to die! Get them all!
What were those things? Were those Darkspawn?
Yes. That would make sense.
I've never seen anything like them. You can smell the evil on them. Where did they come from? Were they here before?
The mirror might have
What
had
would Darkspawn
something.
have to do with our people? The stories say our Lathan fell long before the Darkspawn appeared. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Let's hope we don't find any more of these monsters. Before we go, are you all right? Were you hurt during the fight?
Nothing I won't recover from.
You do look quite pale now that Meryl's mentioned it.
What are you implying?
Nothing. Forget I said anything. Let's go.
God, the chin looks a bit square in the cutscenes.
Now is better than later.
Take that. Taking a bit of this. Taking a bit of that. There's a dead Halla.
I wonder whose camp this is. Do you
Or a
remember
packer.
it being here?
Maybe it was a Shemlin who found me.
You're probably right. Didn't he say he was headed back to the cave? If so, he's not here now. And we've seen no sign of Tamlin. Maybe we should... Wait. Do you hear that?
No.
Exactly. The forest is too... still. Something's in the air. Something unnatural.
Careful, I don't like
Seems
this.
whatever you woke up inside that cave has spread outside. The sooner we find this cave and Tamlin, the sooner we can leave. Take us there quickly.
Switch in the close range. Dirty fighting. I won't lie, this game reminds me of a lot of MMOs these days. Not like Final Fantasy 14, but like World of Warcraft or things where you, for the most part you're standing still hitting button to get things to do things and be things in places.
Yes?
No, I can talk to you. What do you think happened to
I dread
Tamlin?
to think of it. If he is as sick as you were, even if the worst has happened, we cannot leave his body unburied.
Let's not waste any time.
Yes?
Tamlin's alive.
What do you know about Grey
Not
Wardens?
much. They're an old order that saved us from Darkspawn in the past, but I thought they died out long ago. I'm told they deserve respect, though it was odd to see a Shem in our camp for so long.
Fair enough. We've been going for an hour already?
So these are the ruins. Interesting. They're definitely of human origin, yet elven artifacts are scattered amongst them. Nothing explains the monsters, though. But we must find Tamlin, or what's left of him. I can't imagine he's still alive with those creatures about.
You're probably right.
Still, even if he's here somewhere, we need to find his body.
You can see the spider
Let's just
corpse
pray
from
we're wrong.
earlier, and that's terrifying to me. Yeah, the statement, thanks, I hate it. It's very much reminiscent of my relationship with this game. And spiders in video games in general. You're gonna see a lot of tactical cam footage when I'm fighting certain enemies.
I'll get on it. I see a trap. I see a trap.
Holy crap. Well, good XP. You know what? We'll take below the belt. The thing about Dragon Age is you want to take, especially these earlier ones, you want to take every chance to gain levels because XP is limited. Below the belt. Wait, what? Oh, there was another. I also need to remember to loot more things.
I see a trap. I see
Whoa,
a trap.
that was close.
I see a trap. I'll get on it.
Yes! And crap. Level up and then enemy. You should take care of that emissary. Also, I'm gonna keep dialogue relatively high, but I'm gonna turn down the sound effects and volume because they're a little loud for me on my headphones, and I'm sure they're a bit loud in the Oh, I'm dead. Well, downed.
Very well. I'll do it.
There we go. Back on my feet. Not that one. Lion's Paw. Right, I want to level up. That's what I was thinking about. Level more kind. Yeah, I can't get any abilities right now, so you know, put the points in cunning.
So you were the one fighting Darkspawn. I thought I heard combat. You're the elf I found wandering the forest, aren't you? I'm surprised you have recovered.
If you had fighting, why didn't you help?
I would have, had I not been battling them myself. Not all the kills here were yours, as you can see.
Yes.
My name is Duncan, and it's a pleasure to finally meet you. The last time we spoke, you were barely conscious.
Andera Natishan, Duncan of the Grey Wardens. I am Meryl, the Keeper's apprentice.
And I am Fenarel. Did you come here alone, human? Battling all those creatures?
Yes, though I must admit you took a great deal of pressure off me. Your keeper
That's
did
good.
not send you after me, did she? I told her I would be in no danger.
No, though we knew you'd be here.
So, you and your friend Tamlin both entered this cave, and you saw this mirror.
Was that bear Darkspawn?
Perhaps. The mirror draws Darkspawn to it. The Grey Wardens have seen artifacts like this mirror before. It is Tevinter in origin, used for communication. Over time, some of them simply break. They become filled
Back when
with
it was
the same
Tevinter.
taint as the Darkspawn. Tamlin's touch must have released it. It's what made you sick. And Tamlin too, I presume.
So it's true, I had the Darkspawn plague.
You have it still, and it will infect others so long as this mirror exists. Your recovery is only temporary. I can sense the sickness in you, and it is spreading. Look inside yourself, and you will see.
Then what should I do?
First, we deal with the mirror. It is a pestilence and a threat.
And there goes the Illuvion. The first in the entire series.
It is done. Now let's leave this cursed place. I must speak with the Keeper immediately regarding your cure.
What about Tamlin?
There is nothing we can do.
So he's dead, then.
Let me be very clear. There is nothing you can do for him. He's been tainted for 3 days now, unaided. Through your Keeper's healing arts and your own willpower, you did not die, but Tamlin has no chance. Trust me when I say that he is gone. Now we should return.
Won't there at least be a body?
Darkspawn would have taken it.
Why would they take his body? Not to eat it, I hope.
Darkspawn are evil creatures, and it's best to leave it at that. I'm sorry.
Jeez. Can we just leave the cave like this? Is it safe?
With the mirror destroyed, I doubt the Darkspawn will return.
Can we return later and search through the ruins? We could learn from many things here besides the mirror.
The cave is not safe. Everything here was exposed to the mirror's taint. If your people must come here, they should cleanse it with fire.
Why not tell me what the cure
It's
is?
not that simple. I would tell you more, but I must first speak with your keeper.
I'm not ready to give
If
up.
you prefer, I can wait outside while you look around, but I assure you, he will not be here. I suggest, however, leaving sooner rather than later. You are sick, whether you feel it or not, and it does you no good to linger.
I apologize, I didn't mean to be
I
rude.
care little for your manners, only that you attend to your health. Shall we go back?
Very well.
I sense no other Darkspawn nearby, so it's safe. Lead on.
Well, crap.
I'm relieved you have returned. And
Well,
I did
that was
not
quick.
expect to see you again so soon, Duncan.
I was not expecting to return so soon either, Keeper.
Dare I ask of Tamlin? What did you find of him?
Well, we didn't find a corpse. If he was alive, Darkspawn would have killed him. And that's the truth.
There were Darkspawn in the cave?
Yeah.
There is much to discuss, Keeper. I have learned a great deal since I was last here.
Let us speak privately within my Aravel then, Duncan. Merrill, warn the hunters. If Darkspawn are about, I want the clan prepared.
Manuvinen, Keeper. Right away.
Dalen, allow me some time to speak with Duncan. Seek us out at my Aravel later, and we can discuss your cure.
Very well, Keeper.
Tell Haran Pivel what has occurred. He now has the sad task of preparing a service for the dead. Follow me, Duncan. I'm eager to hear what you have to say.
Goodness.
You did not return with Tamlin. I know what that means. We all feel his loss.
I wish we could have found Tamlin. If those creatures... Oh, I can't bear to think about that. Why do you think the Grey Warden won't tell you about this cure? It seems rather cruel to withhold it.
It must be something terrible.
Marathari won't let him withhold it. I say we get your cure, move the clan north, and put this all behind us.
Very well. Let's see if we can find Merrill before we continue on.
You bring sad news. The Hala can sense it. They are restless and paw at the ground.
So over there. There's a scroll over here. Whoop. The Dales. Could have missed that. Could have missed that.
Oh, thank the creators you're safe. I questioned the Keeper's wisdom at sending you off while you're still sick, but my doubts were misplaced. Tamlin isn't with you. Is it as everyone fears?
1 second, I'm gonna just... Oh, cool. This is... clear off the options. We never found his body.
Oh, poor dear. This is horrible news. Please take care of yourself and get better. We can't bear to lose anyone else.
I understand.
I will see you soon, my dear. You make me very proud. I know Tamlin was your friend. We feel your loss.
Oh, there's Merrill.
I wish we'd had more time to examine those artifacts. Perhaps another time, if the Keeper thinks it's wise.
Island.
I see you have not returned with young Tamlin. Are we to assume the worst?
Really not no, because I do believe he's dead. Yeah.
Blessed creators, guide him into the beyond. I know you and Tamlin were friends. My condolences on your loss.
Yes, if only you listened to us. Thank you.
May the creators guide your path.
Right now, I can't choose up anything. So.
I'm training Paul.
It was good to meet you. Perhaps I'll get to hunt with you someday. I got into trouble for stealing. I'm not a thief. We just never really had a choice. Mother was a maid, and I was lucky if I could get work at the docks. You make a living however you can, right? When Mother died, I got drunk and was caught picking a guard's pocket. They were going to hang me, but I escaped and, well, here I am.
Sometimes we must take what we need.
I'll do my best to adjust and fit in. I never dreamed you'd be so welcoming. I thought at best you might hide me for a bit. I'm glad I was wrong.
I should go.
Of course. I hope to see you again.
Unlikely. I think the writing on the wall is pretty clear. We're not coming back. There's a book over there. Why is there a book over here? History of Ferelden. Someone has been doing research.
So you return with the Grey Warden, but without Tamlin. What happened, Dalen? Is he truly lost to us?
It's my fault. I failed the clan.
You've done nothing of the sort, Dalen. Do not blame yourself. It seems
I should have told him to come back. I did, and he didn't.
For those I held in my arms as babes. I think I know why our immortal ancestors would sleep. Swiftly do stars burn a path across the sky, hastening to place one last kiss upon your eye. Tenderly land enfolds you in slumber, softening the rolling thunder. Dagger now sheathed, bow no longer tense. During this, your last hour, only silence.
Yeah, it can't be good to have outlived a younger person in this type of environment. I don't recognize that poem.
Our ancestors did not age as we do. The Shemlin brought a quickening to our blood that changed us forever. Instead of death, those weary of life would pass into Uthanera, the waking slumber. In doing this, they made way for the young. It was supposed to be a beautiful time, a celebration of the Elder's long life and contribution to his people. Alas, we have no such ceremonies these days.
Will you prepare a service for Tamlin, please?
Of course. We've no body to return to the soil, but we shall still sing for Tamlin. The creators must come to guide him to the beyond. Tell the Keeper, it shall be done before the clan is ready to move on.
Will the clan still leave?
Yes. The Darkspawn are too dangerous to risk staying here. I ask only one thing, if I may. This Grey Warden. You have met him now, yes? Is he a good man?
He seems honorable.
Interesting. What is it he talks to the Keeper about, I wonder? Perhaps you should go and ask.
I should go.
Of course. May the gods guide your path, Dalen.
Yep. They're over there. What is going on? Still can't really equip to anything better than what I'm wearing.
Your Keeper and I have spoken, and we've come to an arrangement that concerns you. My order is in need of help. You are in need of a cure. When I leave, I hope you will join me. You would make an excellent Grey Warden.
What does this have to do with my cure?
Everything, I'm afraid. The Darkspawn taint courses through your veins. That you recovered at all is remarkable. But eventually the taint will sicken and kill you, or worse. The Grey Wardens can prevent that. but it means joining us.
Will I be able to return to my
I
clan?
do not know. But we could not watch you suffer. The Grey Warden offers you a way to survive.
This is not simply charity on my part. I would not offer this if I did not think you had the makings of a Grey Warden. Let me be clear. You will likely never return here. We go to fight the Darkspawn, a battle that will take us far from your clan. But we need you, and others like you.
I'm honored, honestly.
A great army of Darkspawn gathers in the south. A new blight threatens the land. We cannot outrun this storm. Long ago, the Dalish agreed to aid the Grey Wardens against a blight should that day arrive. We must honor that agreement. It breaks my heart to send you away, as it would to watch you die slowly from this sickness. This is your duty, and your salvation.
I'll accept.
I welcome you to the Order. It is rare to have a Dalish amongst us, but they have always served with distinction.
Good to
I
know.
know you'll do your clan proud, Dalen. Take this ring. It is your heritage, and will protect you against the darkness to come.
A valuable gift. So, are you ready to go?
I would like to stay for Tamlin's funeral.
We have much ground to cover, but I cannot deny you that. Say your farewells. Then we must be off.
Come then, Dalen. Before the Creators guide you from us, let your clan embrace you one last time.
Hey, goodbye. And there's the prologue for Dalish Elves. Your idiot friend gets himself killed because he's too curious, doesn't want to listen to you, and can't help but touch a mirror. Don't touch glass! And you barely survive and pick up the fragments before having to go far, far away.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here.
Gotta say, they are good at giving it scale.
Here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kalen. I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
Marx.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. You are Dalish, are you not? I hear your people possess remarkable skill and honor.
I thought humans considered us dangerous vagrants.
To be fair, your people can be a bit standoffish. Not that I blame them, of course. I tell you this, you are very welcome here. The Grey Wardens will benefit greatly with you amongst them. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
I didn't realize things were going
I'm
so
not even
well.
sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
I mean, if he was my king, I'm a little worried.
They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Yeah, and he's very relaxed about war and fighting against these things. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not good. He doesn't seem to take him very seriously.
Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Really? Because we're the experts here, technically speaking. Well, you are. I'm an expert in training. Why not?
Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What do you mean? What ritual?
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining, in order to become a Grey Warden. The joining is what will cure you of the suffering your tainted blood surely brings you. If it had been possible, I would have done it before now.
Am I the only recruit?
No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive.
Why is it so secret?
The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary.
Why didn't you tell me about this cure before?
It is a secret, and it is not a simple antidote. The joining is what will make you a Grey Warden.
Yep. What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Thank you, Duncan. No change here. Nope. Look at the scale of this place. Blooming huge.
You don't want to go into the Tower of Ishal. It's off limits for now, I'm afraid. The Tower of Ishal is off limits. The men stationed inside are securing it now.
Where's the Temple of
I think
the
they
Tower of
use it once to
Ishal?
watch for wilders coming out of the forest. By
Where's
orders
the
of
tower
Teyrn
off
Loghain,
limits?
the tower is being secured by his men to be used during battle. I'm told they discovered some lower chambers, and they don't know how far down they go, so for now, everyone's to stay out. I didn't see
Lower
anything like that
chambers?
when I was there, but who knows?
This is a larger
Goes
one.
back to the time of the Tevinter Imperium. Dwarven make. That's probably why it's still standing.
I should
Make
go.
speed your steps.
Oop, every time. There are habits I have to unlearn now from Inquisition.
Make a watch over you, my lord.
My lord. I was expecting, please leave, please get out of here, elf. But that's good. My lord. I mean, I say that, but actually ego stroking me doesn't really do much. I feel like you need to have a big ego to begin with.
Make her watch over you, my lord.
Ostagar.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought. This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
Where's Duncan's tent?
Not far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment. Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now.
Like for a warden named Alistair.
Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages.
Tell me about Ostagar.
Used to be a fortress long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
I don't know why you would swing a dead cat. What about the
Probably in
king?
his tent. He and Tairn Logain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguard. Drives Tairn Logain wild, that does.
Is there any way to get supplies?
Quartermaster. He's just a bit to the northwest.
Circle of Magi?
Yes. They even brought those creepy quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it.
Do I hear dogs barking?
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
Wait, blooded... I'm infected in the same way. Am I dying a dog's death? Ah, something else. I'm on my way. Thank you for all your help. The Gain's tent, King's tent. Yeah, let's start with the royal encampment.
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now?
Tell me about the king. You must see him a
I
lot.
suppose I do. Though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Tairn Logain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
I have my
That's how
doubts.
the Tairn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Tairn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
The queen?
She's the Tairn's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
I should
As you
go.
wish.
There's some info.
You approach the tent of Tairn Logain. State your business.
Tell me of
How can
Tairn
you not know
Logain.
of Logain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Tairn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Logain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
There is actually a book series, I believe, The Stolen Throne, that actually covers that story of Ferelden being free. It's a Tairn inside. What's he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
I'd like an audience, please.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
Greetings! I am a
Yes,
Dalish.
what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
Yes, I am.
Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
No, I did not.
Marek respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honored place in the hearts of our people. But Marek would have understood that it takes more than legends to win a battle. That's not an argument I'll repeat here. I see you're a Dalish. Marek knew a Dalish elf once. Never saw an equal with the bow before or since. And I suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I hope not.
You're wiser than you look. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
And if he doesn't?
Then simply pray.
Alright, vote of confidence. If he doesn't listen, just pray.
Look carefully, man. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen.
All right.
Listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die.
Again, is what's happened to me going to happen?
You believe that?
I don't know what to believe. We've won every battle, but there's more of them each time.
Makes you wonder if them Grey Wardens are right.
I'm trying my best to act like I don't know, but I do know. But it's more of a better surprise for everyone else. I'm very familiar with this game. Like, even 5 years of not playing this game, I still remember the story beats.
Better than later. I'll get on it.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just.
Looks like Emery didn't make it, even though Emery was very excited for me to play this. So I'll add this for the archive, so when he goes through it, he can, he knows that his presence was missed. Hi, Emery. Assuming you're watching this in the archive, we miss you.
We stand here in this hour, good folk of Ferelden, and we contemplate the death that may await. Death is no failure, my friends. Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. You will have served your maker. Die in this battle, and when you stand before the Maker in the land beyond the Fade, he shall not find you wanting. Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge that evil has been held at bay by your spilled blood. And if you go to stand beside the Maker, go with our blessing, for you shall not be forgotten. My friends,
this is some religious dogma.
Remember those who have fallen and those who have yet to fall.
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
I am Marx.
Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
King Kaelin thinks the battle will go well.
He always seem confident. His behavior affects the troops' morale. He does seem to find his enthusiasm easily, though. Reminds me of a puppy. And I say that with both respect and affection. He is a fine man. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
Have you faced Darkspawn?
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
We call it the Beyond, but I know of no connection.
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City. Some
What's the
say
Black
the Black
City?
City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
We're gonna take a minute because my mic is starting to fall off. Oh crap. I need to fix that properly later, but I've just put a thing in.
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
At least it's something to ponder.
Yes, occasionally it's wise to contemplate one's actions. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
When the mage encampment.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted. I'm sorry, but the mages must not. The mages must not be interrupted.
Look at those eyes.
Their spirits are in the Fade.
The Fade?
The Fade is the realm of dreams and the land of the dead, or so the mages tell us. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens.
Apologies, I'll go elsewhere. I'll kick ass elsewhere. Alright, there's a quest over here. I assume talking to Duncan will be well, not... No, wait. I gotta talk to Alistair.
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need?
I have some questions.
Alistair can help you with those. I had hoped he would be back by now.
Okay, so you don't want to talk to me at this time.
Well met.
May the Maker preserve us all. They say the Darkspawn horde has grown larger.
My weapons
You
thirst
there,
for Darkspawn
elf.
blood.
What's your
Soon
name?
battle will be upon us.
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Tern Logain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right.
Maker's breath, another elf. What do you want?
You got a problem with elves?
Not in particular, except for them being so thin-boned. You make good messengers sometimes. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter.
You don't look like other soldiers.
We aren't. We're Ash Warriors.
What's an Ash
Our
Warrior?
training has been passed down since Lathias the Dwarfson first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
So you're berserkers. What do you do?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
Is a dog good in combat?
A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet, or those things that sit in an old woman's lap.
Why have you painted them?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies, but the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with Caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
What if the enemy's painted?
Why? Would you steal our Caddis and give it to the Darkspawn hordes?
I hope you're
If
joking.
you tried, we would kill you. And that is no joke.
What are you prepping?
Scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Survives the blood.
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The wardens say that tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
I'm
Why,
not
thanks.
gonna ask if
There
it's
is hunting to
Smiley
be
leaves
done,
dogs
and I will be
behind.
kept from it.
It's very clear they're very big about their dogs.
This
Kennel
isn't
Master.
good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
What's the problem?
This is a Mabari. Smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
I can give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
The dog looks up to you respectfully, backing down from his aggressive stance. You see intelligence in his eyes, as well as a great deal of pain. This animal is very ill. Muzzle. He growls weakly, but does not challenge you. After you are done, he whimpers plaintively.
Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
It might be. Why?
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre.
If I find it.
In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
So, any last wishes I can... Well,
Davith.
You're not what I thought you'd be.
Hello. What do you think I'd be?
Not an elf, yet here you are. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
What do you know about
I
it?
happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Aren't there barbarians in the
Chasing
forest?
barbarians, yes. Cannibals, and witches too. My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place.
Why would they send
Sounds like
us?
some kind of test. Maybe we'll hunt us a souvenir or two. It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
They're forcing you to be here?
I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
How do you do?
Got it.
Hey there, mate.
You there, elf. Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously?
Because I'm here to become a Grey Warden.
Oh, yes, of course.
There's racism.
Please, forgive my rudeness. There are so many elves running about, and I've been waiting for... It's simply been so hectic. I never thought... Please, pardon my terrible manners. I am just the quartermaster, a simple man. No one special.
Don't you treat your servants more kindly?
Yes, of course, you're very right. Did you come for some supplies, perhaps?
What kind do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course, to keep morale up, you understand.
Let me see your other goods then.
So long as you keep it quiet.
I mean... yeah. It's alright. What else is there? There's a infirmary up those steps. Alistair that step. You know what, I'll go see Alistair because we'll probably have to go back to Duncan then. I just walked into the infirmary. Oh lord. Oh, holy crap. Emery, when did you get here? Also, Emery, welcome. After 2 hours, I was getting worried you'd never make it. Yes, I can tell. We just went through the Dalish origin, which you can catch in the archive, like an hour after stream's done. Yeah, I thought it would be work for ya. Also...
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the circle?
Alistair.
I simply came to
Yeah,
deliver a
it's
message
fine.
from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I
yes.
will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You gotta love Alistair.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
I know exactly what you mean.
Like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we?
Alistair is
I don't
sass.
suppose you happen to be another mage.
Do I look like a mage? We haven't met, but you must be Alistair.
And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Emery! You could have hearted him. Depending on your gender, in more ways than one. Pleased to meet you. My name is Marx.
Right, that was the name. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
Yes, recently.
I've only fought them once up close. And that was before the battles here started, which Duncan has kept me out of so far. Tell me, did you find them as monstrous as I did?
Hideous, disgusting, but killable.
You'll be at an advantage then. Most new recruits have never even seen Darkspawn.
No.
Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
I'm also pretty sure that's poisonous, Em. Never lick a Darkspawn anytime, let alone in the winter. What about the other recruits?
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
I met Davith.
Right, that cut purse Duncan conscripted. Not sure what Duncan sees in him, to be honest. Keep an eye out, maybe we'll see the other one. Or I can track him down later.
An argument? What was it about?
With the mage. The circle is here at the king's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are. Which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
You're a mage hunter?
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
Yeah, that sounds about right, Em. That sounds like the classic way of studying this game. Look forward to traveling with ya.
You do? Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Welcome to the team, Alistair. Let's deck you out in gear. I've got so much gear. So, Emery, I've pretty much completed every achievement in this game, so I have so much gear that it's not funny. Like, here's the armor that comes from finishing an armor set in Liliana's DLC. A bunch of other DLCs. Actually, no, take that, Alistair. I should probably get the helmets mod because I'm going to avoid putting helmets on. Yes, I do. And at one point I was like, maybe I should figure out how to do my settings so it doesn't do that. And then I went, that seems like a lot of work to get less advantages.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
I love Yuri Lowenfeld's voice. The violent elf is the best elf voice for men. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Do I believe one of the human male voices is Matthew Mercer? Though I've actually never played a noble human that is male.
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
I can feel it inside me. You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
The Great Warden's are here, you know.
The Grey Wardens will die. The King will die. We'll all die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
I am an elf.
The commander who brought him here didn't seem to think so.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick.
Yeah.
You can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree.
The only thing's new is the eyes and my character's hair.
Yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be.
There are texture mods. I just forget the
I suspect you are one of
to
the
put them in.
Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
Heck, you can see glitching here right now. You administer blessings to elves, do you?
I merely pass on the Maker's blessings. He looks kindly on all who will receive him.
Very well.
Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the Maker above. May the chant of light carry your name to the ears of our Lord.
I'm not big on dogma, but I also don't want to just start fights with everyone.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Hello, Sir Geordie. Yes, I am Marx.
Sir Jury is
Elf
my name.
extraordinaire.
I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon. I wasn't aware elves could join the Grey Wardens. Those camped in the valley are all human.
Do you have a problem with it?
No, clearly the Grey Wardens pick their recruits on their merits. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
I'm curious about the joining.
As am I. Has anyone told you about it?
Davros said we might be going to the
I never heard of
wilds.
such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
I don't pick fight, I never build my characters for that. I have skill. Part of my skills is talking. Which one is it? This one, I think. Yeah, no, we can't see it here, but I've got talking skills because it's easier to persuade your opponent you don't want to fight or to fight you one-on-one. Fight me one-on-one, bro.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
You haven't been sentenced?
No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Tell me why you're in there.
I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
Poor guy. Did you desert?
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
Why are we sneaking about?
Oh, I would have deserted eventually. Just not then. I was stealing, not sneaking out of the camp. I got one of those wizards
not
drunk and
better.
took his key. It belongs to a chest they got here, full of magical treasures. In fact, I still have it. I can't use it from here, but I'd trade you for some food and water.
Yeah.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Hey, mate.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Seems like a waste to guard him all
I
day.
can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else.
Had a chat with him.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He asked for food and water.
Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
So you missed one meal. This man could be hung soon.
All right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
I'm okay with this. Alright, mate, give me the damn key.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Here you go.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Huh. Considering where that came from, let's hope we're not the only ones in good health.
Thank you, Alistair. Thank you for your sassy comment. That said, though, I'm actually not going to use this key here, because I earn the Return to Ostergard DLC. And you get a rare staff if you come back here with this key, rather than using it at its first possible usage. Anything over here? What happens if I try to... Wait, do I have pickpocket? I do not. I can't pick a pocket.
You found Alice?
Always welcome.
Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations.
I'm
Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced to assess the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
I like to point out that Alistair was assumed to be sassy without saying anything to Duncan beforehand.
The first is to obtain 3 vials of darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
What's the second
There
task?
was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
Scrolls, blood.
The scrolls contain treaties promising support, treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
New levels. Wait, nope. Still can't do anything. This sucks. Well, there you go. We'll keep going through the wilds, and then we might finish up because we'll reach about the 3-hour mark, and I think that's a good time to end for tonight.
All right.
Especially for a new
I
series.
told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there.
Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
It's taking a bit to load. I was expecting it faster because it's an old game on a more modern PC, but I guess what can you do? I mean, a lot of these old games don't like Windows 10. Here they are.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Now's better than later.
Oh, good lord.
You'll get no mercy from me!
What is going on here? Why are there so many wolves? Went to grab some wolf pelt. Yeah, they do. That's fair, Emery. You take care. At least you were able to drop in. The archive for this stream will... yeah. And the stream will be archived on YouTube too later. In case you don't want to watch it through Twitch. But yeah. The VOD will be here.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Oh yes. Well, we'll see you next stream, which will be Monday at the current time. I don't know if we'll do Tales or Trails of Cold Steel, or if we'll do a little, I don't know, Final Fantasy or one-off, but we'll do something.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Off he goes. I notice a lot of these early choices are do the good thing or murder the dude.
Men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the horde.
How do you know?
It is good music.
I'm not a coward, but this is
Take
foolish
care,
and reckless. We should go back.
God, I made my character's chin way too protruding. Overcoming these dangers is part of the test.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Wildflowers. I think that's the one for the dog. Ah, crap. Time to pull out the bow.
Run while you still can! You're gonna regret this! Say your prayers!
Guys, the ducks one's over there. You gotta love it when the AI has a little bit of an oopsie. Again, old game though. Technically speaking, it's doing its best.
I'm sorry, am I too quick for you?
I'll get on it.
We're at 2 hours 30 minutes. If we reach a good stopping point in the next 30 minutes, we'll stop there. Otherwise, we'll keep going to 3 hours and then we'll stop anyway. Because, again, it's a new series and I really don't want to go too long for a start. I also should start taking more breaks during stream, or at least take like a 10-minute one, 5 or 10-minute one. We might start doing that, just so it's not as I'm not doing as much. No, I lost my train of thought there. So I don't know, just so we have the game's a little easier to digest, and on top of which it doesn't feel like a huge amount for someone who's catching up in the archive. I also might stop the recording part way after the brief thank yous and goodbyes, so the updates aren't recorded in the archive. But that one might depend. That rogues. Oh, wooden crate. It isn't hard to defeat an enemy when you've got the entire party wailing on them. Goodness, it's been... Oh, and we found the missionary who's dead. A short bow. Well, this is a find. How do you do? There is a bear nearby. I can hear it, but I can't see it. Oh, it was not a bear. It was generals.
Let's see what you're made of.
It's like I hear bears. Nope, just monsters. God, I've never heard this game in such pristine audio quality either. Alright. Yep. Yeah, that's great. Autosave kicking. I feel like that's this game's equivalent of, why do I hear boss music, you know? More wolves.
Say I didn't warn you.
I forgot how uninteresting this game is to look at though. I mean, that was one of the good things that did come from Dragon Age 2. They made combat look aesthetically pleasing for even just regular, like, regular battles.
I'll get on it.
Oh, someone fell in battle. Well, we found an iron chest.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Oh, it was for the priest dude. Jeez. I'm not even paying attention to these little quests, and I'm completing them. Isn't that grand? I want to map out the wilds. Because I'm pretty... Oh, and we got another one. Where are they?
Any last words? Right
Stick to the grenades.
mercy from me! Right to the face!
All right.
I think there's more.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
And we haven't mapped it out yet, but we're getting there. That feels like an ambush. That's not just me. That feels like an ambush. A single enemy
Get off my back?
Meantime, we may have walked into the ambush. Oh no, there's the ambush. It was archers.
Got
Say I didn't warn you!
Won't lie that I'm getting tired though. Just generally. Some moist. Plus again, this game's all about trying to get the max amount of experience you can.
Darkspawn. Kill them all. Got it.
Here they come. Oop, run. Down. Take that one. Gonads. Didn't work. Oh crap. There we go, heal. I forgot how complex this game can get.
You're gonna regret this! This'll be fun!
Key to a mage's chest. I don't remember seeing it. Oh!
Got it.
Hidden cache. Bring it the Jetta. I guess I have to go back to the encampment then. I assume J? Yep. Hungry Deserter, Barbari Hell. There we go, Last Will and Testament. Oh, it's in Redcliffe, so that's a later game thing. So we're good. We are good. No, we didn't finish mapping. Oh, cool. Combat training. So what do they do? Love and work first. Sense and strength. Combat training because I need to be able to use skills, more skills. Dual weapons. Dual weapon sweep. There we go. That actually makes us more effective. We'll say a quiet stream tonight is almost disconcerting a little. Don't know why. Okay, I think that's everything. So we want to start heading south. I will say, BioWare got better with keeping you really invested.
Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
I didn't realize it didn't trigger that before. Yeah. Yeah, I just forget there's long points of this. Wait, so yeah, I can go down that. There's an alternative method. Down this way to where the statue was. And I can walk along this. No. I thought you could. I was wrong. Ooh, emissary.
I'll get on it. I see a trap.
Oh crap,
I see a trap. Die already! Push them back!
Well, at least I'm more effective as a fight of this kind of fighter.
I see a trap. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Avoid it.
I'll get on it. This'll be fun!
Oh crap, even more?
Watching the horror as I rip you apart! Right there! Someone's going to fall. Sure won't be me! Don't say I didn't warn you! Say your prayers!
All right.
That's the best I can do. I think that's all of them. Ah crap. That was close. Disable these for the experience.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Don't get caught. Alistair got caught, of course he did. There's a campfire down here. Oh, and we're going to get attacked. How did I know?
That was better than later. You have no skill, only desperation.
I doubt there's much worth. How much that inventory full? Oh, this dead soldier's got something.
All right.
Pat. Pinch of ashes. Oh, sorry guys, I've been very quiet and very yawny. But it's kind of a long stretch.
No end to these blasted things.
Duck spawn. Let's hit him with the 1, 2, none. Below the belt. I swear, I should look under the hood of the AI right now.
Get on. Am I too soon for you? Watch it! Someone's going to fall. It sure won't be me.
There we go. That should be... Whoa. That's a lot. There is a lot of loot. Warrants cash. What's up here? The outpost itself. Okay, let's check the cache.
Now's better than later.
Persistent goal.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder?
Morrigan.
A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey?
Introducing my personal favorite
What
character,
say you?
Morrigan.
Scavenger or intruder?
Neither. Grey Warrants once owned this tower.
It is a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes.
Swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Elves are not frightened little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine.
Marx, pleasure to meet you.
Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer? You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent.
Yes,
How does one steal
I was gonna
from
say.
dead men?
Thank you, Alistair, for
easily, it
elegance.
Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I
Eloquence.
suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Can you take us to her?
There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in a pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
I was expecting those two to be the other way around. Geordie and Davrith. I was expecting... Though Davrith did grow up in these parts, so he's probably very much more aware of the legends and rumors in the area. Looting screens. There we go.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
I believe you're crazy and possibly dangerous.
Is that all? Surely your mind stretches farther than these surroundings.
It does.
So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
Congratulations.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wilds.
2 minutes, no
huh?
sass, please.
Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
You can see Morrigan being like, God damn it.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True. They came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll be eager to act on your advice.
Well, I cannot be responsible for their doubts. I would go mad. Or am I already? Oh, do not mind me.
Flemeth.
You have what you came for.
I forgot how enjoyable of a character she was back in this game.
Girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Morgan can act as independent as she wants, but good lord, did she bent there like instantly. And we're back at loading screen. We should go see the quartermaster about this flower. Hey, mate.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
This one?
Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment. He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
How long till improvement?
A day, maybe 2. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
Is that possible?
Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector.
I can't tell if that's good or if they have a really low what's the word? Really low something for tax collectors. I'll remember it. Oh.
Back again? Don't the Grey Wardens need you? Off you go. I have preparations to make for the battle and I won't be distracted.
I will not be opening that chest at this time.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Let me see what you got. I need to unload some of these. Dagger. Actually, I'll hold on to that one, but I'll get rid of this one. Helmets. Bunch of my Dalish stuff. I'll upgrade later. Wolf pelts. I think that's it. You know what? We're gonna call it a night now. We're reaching 3 hours, which I said I wanted to finish around. We're about to do the joining, which will trigger a bunch of other cutscenes. This is a good place to stop. So, let me just quit this. Okay. Whoop. Switch to this. Close that. Alright, everyone. It's been good to have you, well, I know you're I think you're still here, Keg, but I know you're all lurking. It's good. It's good to have you along for the journey, starting the series. We'll be back Monday. I don't know if we'll do Trails of Cold Steel or, maybe some Final Fantasy or something. But I'll figure it out over the weekend. So yeah. There's Dragon Age Origins, which will be replacing Fallout New Vegas for the foreseeable future. Another series that has a lot of games in it, though, so we can go from Origins to 2, and then 2 to Inquisition. Hopefully we don't get in a moment where I'll have a full freak out with arachnophobia, but we'll see. So yeah. I'll send off a raid, but I'll do my outro here for the YouTube archive first. So I've been Marx Frost. Hope you enjoyed. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Later.